guys, BradM73 here. Welcome back to ROADCRAFT. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff for this and many more videos. We are continuing on the contamination map. I almost said concentration. That would have been wrong. And we're going to try building a bridge up here and all kinds of fun stuff. Though, I think I need a lot more sand. Oh! Man. Oh, right. Yeah. You always have to start it up. That's so annoying. It is literally annoying. Did I lose the other street? Or yeah, there's another little road sign there. I think I lost it. Darn it. No. Go forward. I guess I'll go across the bridge, lay some more sand down over here. Okay. Yeah, I still need some more around here. I basically want to try to get this road done in this episode. And the bridge. I think we only have the one objective. Yeah. I just can't remember if I needed to put more sand. I think I needed to put a little bit more sand up through here. Maybe even right there, because that seems really thin. But I don't know, maybe I don't. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I definitely took that street sign out. What street sign, you might ask? Oh, there it is. I was like, I knocked it into oblivion. Yeah, I need more there. Oh crap, there's still a little bit more in here. Oh well. Where the heck am I? Oh. I wonder if I can go no. Manual. Yeah, I don't think that... I just don't think it works right. Aw. I'm gonna have to turn around and... All right, let's see now. All right, so we're gonna need 5 slabs. I don't think I'm gonna... I think I'm just gonna go up and buy them. Because otherwise, we're just gonna be looking for... Oh wow, look at the bubbles in the water. That was trippy. Yeah, otherwise I think I'm just going to be looking forever for more of the barnacles. I know they're not called barnacles. Yeah, we need to put more sand down through here. Maybe. I don't know. I'm like violating my rule of never flattening uphill. Great. Kind of a weird time to get a text message. It was like spam. Like it always, like 90% of the messages and calls I get are spam. No one loves me. No, it's true. No one loves me. Like up here, it seems nice and smooth. Yeah, see, there's like a thin patch there. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna do this all the way down to the bridge. Oh, great. It would be cool, though, if, you know, the game started doing, like, weird, like, really weird... Not weird, I don't guess, but... like, it would just start behaving like mud would behave like it would... Excuse me, when it was actually raining, that kind of thing. Okay, I think I should pull off here. We should bring the sand up. I'm pretty happy with the amount of sand I have down here. Like right in through here, it's kind of not flat. Like, this looks pretty good, though. Okay, let's jump in this guy. No, no. I'm actually thinking we're probably okay through there. Not so through here. Ugh. And I think down at the bottom we're actually doing pretty good. All right. What the heck? Like, I'm totally in sand flattening mode, and that wasn't doing anything. It was really weird. Unless that's part of the road surface. Maybe this is where I needed to put more of the sand to thicken it up. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot thicker. It's about as thick as we need, though. All right. Let's turn around. You can see on the one side of the road, it's really thick. Actually, through here it looks pretty rough, but I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time There comes to a point where, you know, it's definitely overkill for a silly little YouTube series like this. I got a comment the other day. Someone said, you know, I'm really sorry your channel's not doing very well. And was like, you know, you should play more Astragon games or something to that effect. It wasn't necessarily that, but just kind of acknowledging the fact that, you know, I had really the only thing with Astragon. Astragon is a publisher, and they do like the construction simulator series, which I did back in 2015, or actually 2014. It was Construction Simulator 2015, but it actually came out, might have been in 2013, or no, I think it was in 2014. It came out in late 2014. And it was really good for my channel back then, and the the sequel, which was just called Construction Simulator, came out. I want to say it was September of 2022. It was a few years ago, but I think it was in September. It exploded my channel at the time, and definitely helped me get up over 100,000 subscribers. But Giant Software, they had a lot to do with that as well, with the Farming Simulator series back in the day. I kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say anything bad about Giants. Like, the vast majority of the people there are really great, and I've had good interaction. I can't say I've ever had really like a negative interaction with them, but a few years ago they hired a new person to kind of take over the like all of the like the quote YouTubers or social media kind of stuff, and it just seemed like I was never able to really form a good relationship with that person. Not that it was a bad, I just they kind of went to a whole new platform for community influencers and things like that, and it's just kind of sterilized their social media platform. I still really like Farming Simulator. Matter of fact, I've seen some people completely trash Farming Simulator 25 online. Go back and play Farming Simulator 2019, and we'll talk again. That game was trash. That was probably my least favorite Farming Simulator of all. Was 2019. 2020 Farming Sim 2022 fixed all of the problems, really, or most of them, of Farming Simulator 19, and then I think Farming Simulator 25 is really kind of, I think they've done a great job bringing all of the critique and criticism over, the last 5 years or so with Farming Simulator 25. I really think it's their best Farming Simulator probably since 2015. That's just my opinion. And I liked Farming Sim 2017 too, but 13 and 2013 was like great. 2015 I think was also really good too, so but there are some other Astragon games like Police Simulator, which honestly I get emails about all their updates and everything for Police Simulator like every day, but it's never really felt like a police simulator to me. And I used to work in the industry of doing law enforcement training and things like that, so I kind of have, I've never been a police officer. I've gone out on ride-alongs with police officers in the past, which, especially when I was younger, and that was kind of like a cause for, it kind of let me know that I wouldn't want to do this job every day, because I know that it would probably, I would probably have PTSD by like the end of the first week. And that's not to belittle anyone with PTSD or anything, but yeah, I saw some things that I wouldn't want to see every day, and so the respect I have for the people that do that job is, exemplary. Anyway, I just have never felt like the police simulator really feels like being a police officer. because I still don't think they have shootouts in that game. You know, like if you have to use deadly force or that kind of thing, it's like, oh, it's a taser. And I understand they're like a European company, and you know they're trying to, you know, there's probably maybe not pressure by the European Union government, but there might be laws on the books out there saying, you know, you can't have a police simulation game with shootouts. Because really, and this has probably been, oh, it's probably been well over 20 years. And I do not know the name right off the top of my head because I think it's a German, but it's basically like a European Union program that began a long time ago that was designed to help and develop game studios to produce games of like trades and jobs. So, you know, like Farming Simulator, one of the big problems in Europe and Germany, I think even specifically long ago, you know, 20 years ago, was that, you know, they're having, or, you know, they were, I don't know if they still are, and maybe they still are, but they're really having a lot of trouble motivating young people to be interested in farming. And so they kind of put out all these video games for, you know, different professions. Farming Simulator, Construction Simulator, garbage truck simulators, just all kinds of stuff. And so I guess I can go uphill here. All right, where is our truck? But, you know, Astragon's always had those types of games, and they've had a lot of fun type games, too. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it's like if I played more Astragon games, I don't think it's going to make a difference. It's like, and plus, I'm going to play the games that I want, you know. Yes, YouTube, you know, I get a significant chunk. It's not the majority chunk of my income, but, you know, I get a good chunk of YouTube, of income from my YouTube earnings, and this has been the worst year that I've had on YouTube in probably in many years. I'd have to go and actually look at my taxes to figure it out. Or actually, I don't even have to do that. YouTube actually has an excellent back-end system for, you know, tracking your revenue and stuff. But it's trending to be less than last year, possibly by as much as half. But, you know, September was actually maybe about $200 more than what the yearly average has been so far this year. So it's not been much. October, November, you know, if I can get 2 to 3 times more money, then I'll be super happy. I don't think that's going to happen, though, but we'll see. Because usually with YouTube, I mean, you would earn, you know, probably, and I'm not even joking, you know, you'd earn 50% of your income for the entire year in October and November. The thing is like there's not really anything coming out. I mean, there's Power Wash Simulator, that's coming out pretty soon. And I mean, my Power Wash Sim videos did okay. They weren't like spectacular. But you know, they weren't too bad. ROADCRAFT is doing so-so. I think kind of as ROADCRAFT gains in popularity, I actually see more and more people becoming subscribers because of ROADCRAFT. And this game's not going to last forever. You know, I'm not going to... You know, there are people that they go in the mods and they do this and that, and I'm not really one of those people. I'll eventually move on from this game and play new games. And some people like that or don't mind it. Some people hate it. You know, one of my favorite games that I go back to, you know, from time to time is Star Citizen. Star Citizen is by far my favorite game. People are like, you know, what's your favorite game, Brad? And I mean, right now and for a long time, it has been and will be Star Citizen. I love science fiction stuff. I love spaceships. I love the fact that you can get into your spaceships and fly them around. You know, there are people out there who trash Star Citizen because it's been in development for, you know, 10 years. The thing with Star Citizen, though, is they've been doing a completely open development. And so, you know, it's not like any other game where they get 90% of it working before they, you know, release a playable version of it to the public. They really started us off, you know, with nothing, you know, other than ships in a hangar, and then, you know, kind of moving up from there. And every month it gets better. Every couple months when they do the bigger updates, it gets even better. It's just a freaking awesome game. I mean, there's nothing else like it. And, you know, call me a fanboy if you want. I'll totally admit to being a Star Citizen fanboy. But, you know, when the next farming simulator comes out, I'm sure I'll devote a lot of my time to that. I didn't get to devote as much time to Farming Simulator 25 as I would have liked. And I might return to it, you know, maybe in the fall or something. I might actually come back to it. There is a, you know, big DLC that's coming out here, I think later this month, or might be in November, actually. And they're introducing fishing to the game. And so, I don't know. It's a map based in Scotland. I don't know anything about Scotland. I'm not a huge fan of UK maps because they drive on the wrong side of the road. All the people from the UK are like unsubscribing right now. But I just, you know, I don't know if I'm going to play it or not. I mean, I'll probably play it, and I'll probably check it out. I might do like a map overview or something. I just don't know yet if I'm going to play the game. I definitely want to check out the fishing and stuff. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. How close am I getting to the quarry border? Oh. Oh, up here's where this the big Chungus is. Oh, am I out of the radius now? Yep. I really wish they would have put out more DLCs for Construction Simulator, though they might be working on the next iteration of Construction Simulator. I don't know. And as good of a relationship as I have with Astragon, they will not tell me anything about, you know, what the future holds for Construction Sim. I would even sign a non-disclosure agreement, you know, to kind of get the inside scoop and things like that. But I don't know. I don't know really what the future holds right now for Construction Sim. And I think they're actually supposed to come out with like another, you know, like one more vehicle pack or something like that. And I mean, that's cool and all, but that's not going to get me to go back and play the game like I used to play it. It's just not. You know, if they put a new map in, oh heck yeah, I'd be like all over it. Like
I'd be all over that, like butter on bread, like peanut butter on jelly.
Wait, you get what I'm saying?
Like flies on poop.
Anyway, yeah, I would be like all over it. But I just, like, I haven't heard anything, so, yep. And I don't have any interest in, I'd have to go and look, because they did they did Construction Simulator 1 and 2 on mobile. And I think I did those as a series a long time ago because they ported those to the PC. And, I mean, you could tell that they were... What the heck is going on here? I mean, you could tell that they were mobile games on a PC. So I'm not really looking for that type of a gaming experience either, because I know I'm just going to be underwhelmed, and I think fans are too. I mean, for the mobile people, it's great. But the other thing that I noticed when I did that series is even though it was like the mobile version ported to PC, and there were a lot of people that had that version, you know, for their iPad or, you know, phones or whatever, they, you know, I was constantly getting messages like, Brad, why is yours different? Why is yours different? And it's like, well, if you watched the, you know, the whole first episode where I explained why there's these differences, you know, you would know. But, you know, it's just like, I don't know that I want to go that route again. And I'm always going to play stuff that I want to play. I've never had anybody come and offer me tons of money to play a game. Though I do get these requests for collaborations all the time. Like, what was the thing the other day? It was like, oh, here's a bracket to hold your, you know, your PC or not your PC, your TV up on the wall. Or, you know, here are these lights, you know, that we want to send you. It's just weird. There have even been I've gotten requests for collaborations where they will literally, I'm not even joking, they will literally say, okay, here's this product, it's like $1,000. I don't know what it, you know, it can be anything, doesn't matter what it is. Oh no. Can I sell? Man. These are those pipes that I bought that I didn't need. How much can I sell these for, actually? Okay, so we lose a little bit of money on it, but it wasn't terrible. So I do need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, great. Okay, can I sell that? Oh, that's as far back as I can go. Oh. Yeah, there we go. I'm doing finger gymnastics here. All right. Like, the only games I'm kind of looking forward to GTA 6. It doesn't really look like my thing, but you know, GTA 5 was awesome. I played GTA Online. I even did some videos on my channel, which for some reason were removed from YouTube over the years for reasons unknown. It was just like, you know, your videos violating YouTube, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the heck are these people even talking about? I never got any copyright strikes or anything for that. But, yeah, that was always really weird. Hold on a second. I want to unstrap this thing. Okay, that didn't work at all as I thought it would. I'm probably going to need to put a new road over this little chasm here, too. Gosh darn it. No, no, no. I don't even want to know where the crane is. No. Oh my gosh. I feel like if I hit it like right on those concrete slabs, it might tip up. I feel like I should get the The bulldozer out of the way a little bit, but... Ugh. Well, that didn't do anything. Phew. Yeah, I think it was because of that unevenness right there, maybe. Now, yes, I know that I don't actually have to put a bridge here. But I wanted to put a bridge here. So now, we can just kind of go right over here. And make a road up into here. All right. Let's go do that now. Okay, I want to do one thing. I'm going to go up here and we're going to come back down. Like this. And I don't know if I'm ever going to need to asphalt this road. There is a little bit, yeah, it is a little bit thick here. I want to see how this sand is going to push out onto this little ramp we've made down here. See, like right in there. Yeah, see how it kind of... Wait, where is the... Okay. I was just looking to see where the ring stopped. Yeah, right down like this. That looks great. Nope. Stay in flattening mode, yes. Good job. Nope. Okay. And I don't think... Yeah, there's no... Yeah, we got to back up to get more. Yeah, we're gonna have to do all this up here too. All right. But yeah, anyway, to get back onto the subject of developers, I definitely appreciate everything, Astragon does, which is basically just, they send me press releases, and if there's a game that they publish that I like, and I can ask them for a key and say, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna play this on my channel or not, but it might look interesting. They'll send me a key for it. It doesn't cost them really anything to do that, because if I end up, it's a digital product. It's not like, once their development costs are out of the way, their profit is pretty much 100% minus what Steam or any other companies where they might sell their games, whatever that might be, those fees. But yeah, I definitely appreciate it. Karsten there at Astragon's been a really good guy over the years, and he's always kind of kept me in the loop as best as he could. And yeah, we got to see some really cool things before the new construction sim came out, and yeah, I mean that was just awesome, and I appreciated that, of course. I think what I need to do is look at see. Oh my God, I've been going for more than an hour now. Well, I was hoping to have more of this road finished by now than this. Like in some way, I mean, even though I don't really see this as like a construction simulator, it kind of is a construction simulator, especially when it comes to the roads. And this is actually more of a construction simulator than Construction Simulator was. With regards to the roads. Now, not really anything else, but, I mean, we do have some similar equipment, like the cranes and, you know, things like that, but mostly this is more of kind of a logistics kind of a simulator, and not necessarily just a construction simulator. Though, if you were going to call it a construction simulator, I would call it Road Construction Simulator. Hence why it's called ROADCRAFT. Not to be confused with Minecraft. The two are nothing similar. Okay. Whew. All right, we are almost done with the next leg. I feel like the road is way wider here. I'm just gonna blame it on the corner. All right. you can kind of see a little bit better. If only I had Tobii eye tracking control for this, I would just be in heaven. Now, maybe not in heaven, but... it would definitely be very cool. All right. That part of the road back by the railroad tracks seemed pretty rough. This part in here I think is going to be rough too. Especially right there. This must be a part in the game where we load new information or something, because it seems like every time I drive through here, there's like a little bit of a skip. It didn't do it that time. I always notice it like right through there though. All right. I don't think I've ever looked around inside this thing. I wonder if this is based on like a real vehicle. I mean, obviously there's real asphalt spreaders, but was kind of hoping we'd get this done and we'd be able to run that course, but I think I spent a little bit too much time doing the upper part of the road, not just the part we needed, but that's okay. Alright, let's head back down, across the bridge. Oop. Here we go. It almost seems like it's not going down at all. Instead of wasting time turning around, I'm just going to continue down here. And then when we get to the bottom, we can turn around. Mainly because I wanted to do this transition right here. Oh, no, 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 no. Now, once I get all this done, I'm going to have to figure out kind of what I want to do on the other side of the bridge, in between the two bridges. Oh, this drives me nuts, this big lump here. Wait. I feel like I need to come back up with the asphalt roller and go over that again and try to make it flat. I don't know if I can or not, but maybe someday. Look at that. I mean, that feels big. In my hand. Wait, no. Okay, let's see, how much time? All right. Wheel. See, this is kind of where I wish I could get out and walk around a little bit. Did I miss a spot? No, I don't want to... You know, the next phase can be going up here, but I want to get this part asphalted. You know, I have not played any of the hard mode yet, but I have been thinking about making a hard mode account to kind of get my feet wet. I've actually heard that you only have like a limited number of convoys to get your, you know, whatever you're taking from point A to point B. And I thought to myself, because it can be very easy for convoys to get stuck, I wonder if they're doing that in order to put an even greater emphasis on building roads, like building proper roads and not just like dirt paths everywhere for all the vehicles. Let's see if I can smooth this out a little better. I think that's pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point. I think it's a great stopping point. We've got quite a bit done. Ooh, this looks weird. We started the map off at 78%. We're going to end it at 78% complete because we didn't complete any tasks. We just built the road. Yeah, look at that on the map. Look how nice that looks. Look at that. Just look at it. So we've built this road. We built this bridge. We built all of this road. I mean, there was road there, but I mean, I'm going to say pretty scratchy scratch. So we just have to kind of do this little part right into here. And then I might, let's see, where's that other... Oh, I always keep thinking that there's another thing down here. I'm probably going to need to continue the sand up through here, but I should probably finish the sand up through here first and then get the doohickey thing over here, though I don't know if it's going to be able to reach all the way over here or not, because even there, I mean, if I park it there, it's going to maybe barely get over there. So, and I don't think there's any other sand. I mean, there's this big pit here, but I don't know if we can drive sand across. I mean, I don't know. It almost seems like it's best just to do it from here. But yeah, this is going to get pretty saucy in here. And then look at all the sauce on the other side. So yeah, we're going to have to deal with that. And that will be in the next episode. So guys and gals, thank you for joining me for another episode of ROADCRAFT. Definitely the longest map, the longest series on the map, so any map so far. which has been pretty cool. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. We're doing the Contamination map. We'll see you next time. I'm Brad M73. Bye for now.